So now we have to talk about something that's not as fun, but is important. It's the Me Too movement.
Yeah. Extremely important, especially for younger girls, because obviously, even like when I first started,
Yeah.
I'm going into this with no type of guidance. I don't know what the red flags are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, the Me Too movement was started maybe 4 or 5?
Was it been that long?
Yeah, it's been
Wow.
maybe 5 or 6 years
Wow.
ago. Of women just speaking out about sexual harassment or even rape within the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in power, not just men, abused their power
Yeah.
in exchange for false promises or some type of leg up in the industry.
Right. Yeah, totally. And also it's like quite often than not, the photographers don't have that much pull. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Not at all.
not at all. It's like,
But they, that's what I'm saying. They use that to be like, oh, you know, they tell a girl, oh my God, you're so beautiful. We should shoot, or
Yeah.
you can do this, you can do that. They can't promise you anything. Nothing is promised in this industry.
No, nothing. So one thing that I think is important for us to talk about is what to do if you feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good question.
Yeah, I think that being like having boundaries with someone, like, okay, for me, I don't do nude photos. Like, I just don't. I probably won't do Playboy. I mean, it's not a no, but for me, I'm leaning towards no.
I'm down.
Yeah, okay, you're down. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I would never do it nude. You know what I'm saying? I would do it tastefully, but I would have some clothes.
But that's good that you know your boundaries. That way,
100%.
when someone tries to approach you,
Exactly.
shut it down right away.
Exactly. And that's what I was trying to get to, is like, you have to know your boundaries and what you will do and what you won't do. And you have to trust your intuition. If something feels weird, it probably is weird.
And I used to, okay, so this is what I used to do when I was in situations where I felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Instead of speaking up, and again, I was young and I wish I could have like hugged my younger self.
Yeah.
But I would just casually try to laugh it off.
Yep.
Because, I didn't know what else to react. And then I didn't want to make things weird between whoever was on set.
Yeah.
Or seem problematic.
Yeah, totally.
Which is definitely
and especially being the only black girl usually on set, you don't want to seem like you're the one causing the fucking problem.
Yeah, are you? Yeah, or there's always that stigma like black women.
Yeah, totally.
But it's like no, like me today, I'm like
Yeah, no.
Or even like, especially being a mother, I'm like, we're not even gonna joke like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And shutting down conversations that seem casual on set, or people are like making jokes, like you can say like, I'm not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like
that.
It's
that easy.
Yeah.
Or if someone asks you a question, say, I'm not comfortable answering that. You don't have to answer every question that you're asked.
Especially about your personal life. You don't owe people anything.
You don't owe them any of that. You're there to do a job at the end of the day. And so, especially with modeling when it comes to nude, because I'm glad that you brought that up. So to circle back around, there is tasteful nude, and like it's pretty popular, and the girls that do that usually have a lot of followers, so it can seem very appealing. However, like even for me, like I'm not, I don't know, like that whole area for me is just not, I don't know, like everything has to be like airtight on set. You know what I mean?
Totally. And one thing that I do notice, I work for this amazing client. I work for Walmart all the time. And one thing that they do for me is like, because there's a lot of guys on set, like the key grips and, the photographer assistant. Whenever I shoot like intimates or I shoot like lingerie, they will close the set and they'll say it's a closed set.
Yeah.
And some clients don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they'll be like, it's fine. But I have been like, no, like we need to do a closed set. Like I'm in a thong, like close it.
Or they'll try to have you change right there on set. They'll say, just change the top and hand you the top.
And you're like, no.
And you don't have to change right there.
No, you don't have to change right
there.
there.
So don't let them normalize changing in areas that are not changing areas.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. And most times it's a lot of men photographers, so it can be kind of weird, you know?
It can be kind of weird.
It can be weird, and it can make you feel uncomfortable, and they're usually older.
And then also another thing with that too is the touching.
Yeah.
I'm not big on the touching. Yeah. Unless I feel like it's necessary, but when a photographer or anybody goes in to move a body part for you, or to be like, don't move your leg like this, and I'm like, you can either show me with your body, or tell me what to do, but don't touch me and physically move my leg or something like that. Like, I've had those situations when I was younger, and they made me feel extremely uncomfortable.
Yes.
And I didn't speak up for myself, and I wish I did.
Yeah, totally.
So especially to younger girls, if you are timid or soft-spoken, that's just not cool.
No, it's not cool. It's not cool.
And speak up.
And what I've noticed lately is a lot of stylists on set and like makeup artists, they usually will take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They'll usually look out for you and like, do you feel comfortable? Is this okay? You know what I'm saying? And they're usually the women that you're in contact with, or it's like a gay guy, so you feel a little more comfortable. I feel like things have changed a little bit. But still, you got to set your own boundaries, honestly. And then, also talking to your agent. If you feel uncomfortable about something, tell them.
That's what they're there for.
100%. You need to tell them like something went weird on set and like I don't feel good about it.
And they need to know for other girls too. So I do that a lot too. And yes. Like after I shoot with the photographer, if I don't feel comfortable or if I feel like if I didn't speak up, something would have went further.
Yeah.
I'm definitely like, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know what his reputation is, but maybe like not, use him as much or like whatever, or just be aware of this.
Yeah, totally. Also with test shoots, be aware of that. And I don't know if you guys know what test shoots are, but basically it's a shoot that you usually organize yourself, or your agency will help you organize it to build your portfolio or to build your book. And it's just pictures that are normally creative. But just be careful, because sometimes photographers reach out to girls on Instagram and they're like, hey, do you want to shoot? Or like, do you want to test? And, it just can be very tricky because you just don't know who has the right intentions. And you also don't know like if they're being safe, and you don't want to be alone with them.
And everybody can be a photographer now. Like it's very saturated.
Yeah. Agreed. So, always take somebody with you if you go to shoot a test and you've never met the person, please.
And then because the locations too, it's like you put it in, it's like 53 minutes away, all the way tucked away in Malibu.
Yeah, exactly.
18-year-old, I'm going to truck up there and show up and meet a complete stranger.
In a swimsuit.
And they never post them like pictures of what they look like.
Yeah, it's just
that's
their work.
Always the fun part. When I see what they look like and I'm like, creepy.
Yeah. No, it's weird.
It can get weird.
It can get real weird. So be careful. Bring somebody with you,
Yeah. Share your location.
Please share your location. That is so important.